Hey guys, so I shared this video on my Instagram about how I altered a pair of pants that I own. So I have two pairs of these pants. I have a white one and a purple one. I'm just gonna show you the reel because it's actually like the fastest and most succinct way to explain what's going to happen in this video. Okay, so I altered the white pants and I did it off camera because I was still figuring out how to go about it since I've never actually altered a pair of pants before. And now that I have that under my belt, I am going to try to do the same thing to these mauve ones. You might have seen in my last video, I went to the department store trying to find thread that matches this particular fabric, which is why I started with the white ones because I already have white thread. But I have nothing that matches this and I haven't been able to find one, so I'm still sourcing that. But in the meantime, I'm gonna start by seam ripping off the band to these pants. I figured out that I need to take out at least 3 inches from the waistband in order for these to sit properly on my waist. The way that I am going to do it is I am going to take out the waistband and then increase the size of these darts here in the back. The main challenge I had with the pants was to make sure that I was taking in equal amounts so that the zipper here in the back would stay in the middle of the back of the pants and so that none of the other seams would move. So I'm going to be taking out 1.5 inches here and 1.5 inches here for a total of 3 inches. Ideally, I would be spreading that out more evenly across all the darts of the garment, but I absolutely hate seam ripping, so I am just going to seam rip up to the edges here in the back and then take everything out from the back instead because it's a faster job. It might not be the most professional way to do it. And also this way, all my work will just be hidden here in the back seams and you won't see it from the front when you are wearing the garment. So it's just a little bit more forgiving of a way to work. So I'm gonna get started on that and hopefully I can source the correct color thread soon so we can get started on this project.
약쟁이는 예술가의 착하기는 그런 거 꽂고 있으면 뭐 모나리자 길이냐?
난 아는데 모나리자밖에
It took me about 30 minutes to get this much done. I removed the label as well just because it was in the way. It was right here in the dart. So I took it out and I've opened this half of the waistband and then now I need to remove the other half here so I can access the pants and then fold that in to create a larger dart. All right. I've worked my way around and removed the waistband from the zipper. In the first pair of pants that I was fixing, I really didn't want to do that because I didn't want to mess with the zipper area, but I found that it was necessary because once I remove fabric from here, you're going to need to cut off some of this waistband and then reattach it to the zipper because otherwise the edge will be like way too bulky since they don't match up anymore. But yeah. This part is actually the quickest part. So the zipper is what took me the longest. But now I'm just kind of zooming through it. And then I'll do the other half. And tomorrow, if I'm able to buy thread that matches this fabric, I can get to actually altering it. Hi, as you can see, it's been more than a couple of weeks. I went to Manila, I had my eyebrows done. Let's just move on. You'll be seeing a vlog on that soon. It was a food trip. It was so much fun with my girls. But now I'm back home and I'm gonna work on these pants. So the next step would be to try these on and actually pin it in place on my body, the correct size, the correct amount that I should take in for these darts here. So let's do that. All right, so I'm trying these on inside out and then with the back facing front so I can see what I'm doing. So as you can see, there's a lot of fabric that needs to be removed. And how I'm going to do that is basically where this dart is. I'm just gonna fold it in like this much. And then pin it on while I have it on so that I can sort of see. This is always a precarious step. This is a step where I end up like stabbing myself. Okay. Does that look even? Okay, so I have both pinned and in place now. You can see this is how much fabric we're taking in on either side to keep it even. I'm looking at it from the front the correct way and it looks pretty even to me, so I'm gonna sew these in place. What do we think? So obviously, once the waistband is in place, it will hold everything up and it'll be much tighter. I can't quite see the work I've done. I'm trying to use the camera as a mirror. I really need a full-length mirror in here. The next step would be to tie off the tails of my new dart. See, because they're not, I don't know why they don't, but this is just what I learned from watching other people's videos. They don't backstitch to close the stitch here. At the end of the dart, they just leave long tails and then tie them into knots to secure them into place. Maybe so you don't add bulk. So just doot, doot. And then do the same on the other side. I cut off the excess fabric, then I added a zigzag stitch just to make sure that doesn't fray when this gets washed. Now I'm going to push the seams to one side so they lay flat, sandwich it back into the waistband and cut off this excess bit of fabric here. And then making sure to leave a seam allowance so I can fold it over. Oh, this is terrifying. Goodbye. the final try-on. Fits on the waist. It looks a lot cleaner on the back than the white ones did, but on the inside it's actually a lot messier than the job that I did on the white one. But here, let me zoom this out so you can see. Ta-da! They fit! So that is how I altered my pants. I am not a professional seamstress. I'm just trying to figure out how to alter my own clothes so I can extend the longevity of the life of the clothes that I do have. So thanks for coming along on this journey with me. If this is something that you've been thinking about doing, I hope this gave you the courage to try it out on your own clothes as well. And thanks for joining me on this journey. I will see you all in the next one. Bye!